It's Deprogram, the podcast where we try to get you into a band. That's right, we've done all the work for you. All you have to do is press play and listen. My name is Justin. You can call me Band Curious because I am indeed curious about bands. And what that normally means is we would be talking about a band and compiling a top 10 starter kit list to present to you so you could get into whatever band we were talking about. That is not the case today. It's a Friday. It's actually rather late in a Friday. Normally, I would have these released overnight. A couple of things. Retrieving a child from school. Number one, just kept me too busy yesterday. Number two, I did not get a chance to really kind of get it out there that I was looking for questions for a Q&A. So we're not going to do a tried and true Q&A because I ain't got no A's for the Q's that I didn't get. So that said, I want to put it out there that anytime you have a question for the pod, just, pop it wherever you keep up with us at, so I can definitely make sure that we get it answered for you. I also wanted to note that we got some answers about Joe's Top Gigs rundown and some interest on Brian Cohen said he would like to do one, and we're going to try to get that lined up for, he's got like a break in his busy schedule coming up here in, well, it's May, so this month. So we're going to get that lined up. So that means Joe and John have both been out there. Brian is willing to do it. If there's anybody else that would like to do their top 5 gigs, let me know. And, we'll basically open up the floor the same way we did with Joe and John. Same thing. I'll say a couple words and then let you go. A couple other things of note. Actually, Huzzah said the part about Blink makes me want to listen to that episode. What would really be cool, you can check out, Joe and I did a short run. Technically, the pod isn't dead. We just haven't gone back to it, called Reckless Abandons. And it's a Blink-182 pod where I think we only did like 6, maybe 7 episodes. We didn't do a lot. But if you are interested in that, it exists. And I'm not sure. The idea was going to be we were going to do track by track for each album and just kind of run it down. And the whole idea was to not have a time pressure on it. That's why I say it's not dead. It's just whenever we have time to do it again, we might do it again. Who knows? But that is something that exists if you'd like to hear Joe and I talk about Blink at length. So that happens there. Not that the episode's bad. The episode's fun. It's just we hadn't found what the show was yet. And it really was just Joe and I. We didn't have a third person. At the time when it was still a radio station, we didn't. I had to have the show together Tuesday by, I think we were on at 9. So if I didn't have enough people to go by Tuesday at 9, we went with what we had. And sometimes I had nobody, I had no band. So that's why you'll find some episodes will say no band this week, and it's just a conversation between Matt Wade and I. I think that only happened like twice. There was one that came out, I think we did live on the station, and I may have put it out on the Legion of Stupid, or I'm sorry, the WRFR Patreon, but I don't know that I ever put it on the Deprogram feed. Who knows? That's not a me question. It should be a me question, but that's not a me question. All right. So the real thing I've been kind of teasing about sequencing, and I never got around to it, talking about sequencing here. And the whole idea was kind of like in preparation for the release of Domesticated, what became Domesticated Nostalgia, the Undercutters EP. So I was going to walk through like how we kind of put the tracks together and, you know, kind of ask for what you expect and hope in a first and last track and things like that. But it all kind of came together really quick for us. I think within 2 weeks, we kind of were like, yeah, I think that's going to be the sequence. We started with, I'll let you in on a secret. So the EP opens with Tiny House, which was a suggestion by Joe, who produced the record. Joe Welch, not Joe Leone. He produced the EP, and he said, you guys don't do anything else like that. You should open with that. And then we followed it up with Psych Out twofold. Number one, Psych Out is our opening track, or our opening. We open every show with Psych Out, and we feel like it's the energy of the band. And so it was originally going to be the opening track, but we all agreed with Joe because the name of the song is Psych Out. It's sometimes silly reasoning. And also, honestly, Josh really doesn't like that version of Psych Out. So he's like, I can get behind the fact that we are psyching people out by putting Psych Out second, and it's a version of the song I don't like. He said it's also kind of closer to what we are as a band. So that's how we ended up with Tiny House being the opener, Psych Out being second. Dud typically follows up again. Everything else is kind of show order, like how it would go in the set. Yeah, Dud, then Hedonism Bot, and then Slings with Arrows, HRBT. The thing that I found in doing this, and Josh said this as well, is that last four run I really like. It goes from to Slings with Arrows to HRBT to As Is Tradition. And I love that run of songs. Like, they flow really well together, like one right into the other. So I guess this begs the question for over the weekend: are you an opening track person, a closing track person? This is a conversation we have a lot on the After the Facts. Oh, it comes up a lot on the it comes up on a lot on the show, because I've always been an opening track guy. And so oftentimes that bleeds into the way I play the game. So are you an opening track person, closing track person, or is it more like a all around? And I appreciate all the feedback we've already gotten for Domesticated Nostalgia. It's gotten a really warm reception, a lot more than I presumed it was going to get. And a lot of kind words coming our way that I'm very appreciative of, that anybody took. I'll say this: it's 18 minutes. So like, if you can spare 18 minutes, I'd appreciate to hear anything you got to say about those 18 minutes. And I'll try to relay it to the boys. So again, I appreciate you all. I'll make this one quick pitch because we're going into the weekend. Patreon.com/ohijustin is a way you can support this program specifically. Undercutters.bandcamp.com is where you can go if you'd like to check out the band. I probably won't do a ton of promotion of the band on this show, but because it's lining up so perfectly with the release, I felt like it made sense to bring it up. So it's also part of the reason why I'm a little late with the episode, is because it's Bandcamp Friday as I'm recording this. So Bandcamp Friday is the day that this episode is getting released. So there you go. Some behind the scenes stuff. Have a great weekend, everybody. We will see you on Monday. Goodbye.